Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Let's take a look at Dallas. Right now, they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, the Lakers. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And when I look at the Lakers, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Davis. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Horton Tucker and LeBron at the forward spots. Luka Doncic out there with Connect. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 5 spot. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Wasted no time on that one.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
James looking it over. Shot clock at 6. That one's in, his first shot this game.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Irving passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Irving. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Over in the corner, Marshall. Misses the 3. Pass to Connect. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's good.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
And the 3-ball is good.
Excellent addition to Rod. Luka with the nice feed.
Here's Irving. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Rebounded by the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Now here's LeBron. He had 34 points in the win against Utah. And Connect gets it to go.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
There's Mr. Fundamentals. And a missed layup.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Horton Tucker. Takes it off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 37-point game against Utah. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Irving. It's a 5-point game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Mr. Fundamentals, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Doncic. No scoring in this one over Irving. And it's Doncic missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's stolen. 4-on-3 break. Here's Connect. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 11 points for Dalton Connect.
He's been in the zone from the tip. 4 of 5 already. Sheesh.
And on the way from Irving for 3. They get it back. Shots good by Gafford.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Vanderbilt. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Horton Tucker. Austin Reeves is checked in for Connect. And it's Shake Milton in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks trailing. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bogdanovich against Reeves. I know Reeves has been accused of running fouls before, Richard. Do you see that? Substitution on the board. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Caldwell-Pope finds Doncic. Now Reeves. Doncic with a screen for Reeves. Back to Doncic. Caldwell-Pope passes to Doncic. 5 on the clock. And Lively pulls it down.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
On the court for the Mavericks. Collins is out there with Derek Lively. It's Mr. Fundamentals. Then there's Irving. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Caldwell-Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Reeves outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And they continue to control the glass.
There's the screen. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead. Reeves outside. Caldwell Pope kicks to Milton. Reeves outside. Good on the three-point shot. Reeves has got 5 now.
Their offense gets that much better when the D has to pay attention to Reeves outside the arc.
Mr. Fundamentals, down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's defended by Reeves. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And one on Caldwell Pope.
And what I appreciate about Collins is he plays his role well and an efficient player because of it.
A different look for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Jarek Lively. And it's Marshall in for Bogdan Bogdanović.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had 42 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Davis can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 8. Doncic looking it over. Luka taking it in. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Horton Tucker with it. Doncic outside. James sets the screen for Doncic. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mr. Fundamentals, that's good. 1:27 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Austin Reeves is checked in for Luka Doncic. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Second, the Mavericks.
They've dialed up the defense in a big way. You've got to get creative if you're going to find ways to score against them these days.
1:07 left to play here in the half. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Reeves. And the rejection by Gafford. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Now Connect. 15 points in the game. Bangs home the trifecta. Reeves has got 9 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. 17 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kept alive. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
From 12 feet out. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan at-court shot from the East. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, this will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be right there at the end, Shaq.
I want to see how they play.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Mavericks.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq, Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Horton Tucker and LeBron at the forward spots. Connect out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Vanderbilt in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to connect. Doncic against Irving. Doncic, no good. Mavericks leading by 13 to the inside. Here's Gafford, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to connect. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. Here's Horton Tucker. Clock at 4. James wide open. From range, LeBron is good.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
And stolen by LeBron. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Look, he is a 50-40-90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
It's tipped. Gafford with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Basket counts. 23 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
And there's the fouls on Mr. Fundamentals. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here is James. He's got 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Horton Tucker in the corner. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Davis. It's rebounded by Doncic.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Here's Davis. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Davis against LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks leading by 15. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Davis setting the pick for Irving. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Irving's got 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas also making a switch. Bogdanovich is checked in. To end the cold streak, Doncic no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And there it is for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 19. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Davis surveying the floor. A pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Now Gafford. Clock at 6. Now here is Irving. He's got 11. And it's Davis missing.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
LeBron with it. Reeves finds Doncic. Drains it from 17 feet out. He's got 12.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And too long on the shot. Lakers trail by 15. Snatched away. He takes it in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Reeves outside. Doncic outside. Pass to LeBron. And here is Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 7. And Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 14.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lays it up off the glass. That's 29 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Greg, you think?
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Lakers now. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Doncic passes to Reeves, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
We've seen this before. Reeves is a skilled offensive player. He can fill it up.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Kyrie Irving is out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Collins. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Lively in at the 5 down low. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Power down with both hands.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And Irving comes to help. Pass to connect. Lets the 3 fly, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Rejected. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Mr. Fundamentals, that's good. 34 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows him.
Doncic with a screen on Irving. Reeves against Irving. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Maxi Kleber. James comes in for Austin Reeves. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Irving against Doncic. Here's the 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Knecht. James against Davis. Now Doncic. Knecht with it. Latray. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 23. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And the Mavericks making a change here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Collins comes in for Anthony Davis. Washington's checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Irving.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Third team foul.
Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Doncic way outside. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Mr. Fundamentals. Nice D from Doncic.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
No good on the 3.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Fundamentals.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
And they pick up 2.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Collins. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Doncic. A pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Over connect. Bogdanovic, no luck. And so it's the Lakers with it. James finds Horton Tucker. Out to Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
He's off on the first.
4th team foul. At the line for the Mavericks.
He hits the second from the line. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.